Welcome to the 12-day reset video for mobility. I'm Abigail. I'm an anti-diet health and fitness coach, and let's get started. First, we're going to start today with your upper body. So we're going to start with big arm circles. So think thumbs up, pinkies back as you go. We're going to do 10 in each direction just to warm up our shoulders, get over the sort of like curling forward, sort of open it up, nice and slow. And don't forget to breathe. There's 6, 7, feeling that crunch, that crinkle. 9, 10. People tend to want to roll fast through these, and I'm telling you, slow is better. We're going to reverse. Pinkies head back, and then open. Just giving your body time to react, to open up. Let the blood flow, get into those shoulders. 3, 4, 5, especially if you're spending a lot of time at your desk or something, or you've been sitting on a plane. It's a great way to just open up your upper body with all of these arm circles. One more. Great. Nice. Now we're going to do a figure 8 arm circle. So this one, I encourage you to start small. We're going to do one arm at a time. You're going to make a little figure 8, a little infinity symbol, and then you're going to make it bigger. So you're kind of doing this big swoop, and you can let your body really go with that, just adding again a little more dynamic range to your shoulder. We're going to do 10 of these. And other side, same thing. Start with that nice little figure 8. If you get lost, come back to the little one and then exaggerate it. Make it big. Let it go. 5, 6. Nice. And 10. Nice. Now we're going to do a downward arm circle. So you're just going to kind of bend over, almost like you're stirring a pot or a cauldron, if you have a witchy vibe. And you're going to just let that arm dangle. We're going to do 10 each direction. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This just kind of decompresses the shoulder. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other arm. You might feel that your arms and shoulders are beginning to feel a little heavy. 2, 3. That's good. That's that increased blood flow. 8, 9. Mine's like snap, crackle, pop. It's like Rice Krispies. Other way. That's how you know I'm feeling really tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Standing up. Now we're going to get into the spine doing a gunslinger stretch. You can also just call it a standing cat-cow because that's all it is. We're going to extend and curl the back. So take your arms. You're going to pull your elbows back. Puff your chest out like you're really proud. And then as you exhale, curl and round, stretching your back. We're going to go through 10 of those. Inhale forward. Puff that chest out. Exhale, curl and round. Really trying to sync with your own breath. You don't have to follow my breath. We're working on sort of adding breath to movement. Returning to the foundations often means like slowing everything down, thinking about things a little harder than maybe you would have before, just returning back to what feels good and taking it back to basics. Nice. 3 more. Nice. If you need a little bit more stretch in that upper back, clasp those hands, and as you curl forward, give a little tug. Pull them apart, and that should get right along the scapula. Ooh, that upper back. Mine feels a little sore. Woo! Nice. Now we're going to start with our hips, getting our hips warmed up and ready to go. We're going to do some hip hinges. So we're going to do 10 of these. For a hip hinge, think of your your hips are the only thing moving. The rest of your body's just kind of along for the ride, right? I think of like one of those kitties, in like stores that has the arm like this. You are going to become the kitty arm, right? Keeping nice and solid, straight back. So you're gonna send your hips back, right? I'm the kitty arm here, and then I'm gonna push into the ground to stand up nice and tall. You don't have to bend all the way over. You're just gonna go as far as you feel comfortable and safe. Here's 3, sending those hips back. Your knees might bend, and that's just because your femurs need some room as they head back. Nice. Feeling hopefully your hamstrings turn on, your glutes turn on, trying to keep your back and spine nice and proud and straight. Avoid rounding. Rounding might feel good, but it's not going to work what I'm trying to warm up here, your back and your hammies. Yeah. Let's do a few more. I'm going to turn back to the front. Nice. You can even use your hands as a little guide to slide down your thighs and stand up nice and tall. Great. Now we're going to take this to the corners. So you're going to aim your hip to the corner. We're going to do hip hinges to the corners. And your goal is to sort of get the outer hip stretched. So you're going to go out to like a 45 degrees behind you. Feel that stretch here. You might need to give it a little wibble to find out where it is. Then you'll stand up. And you'll head the other direction. And we're just going to go side to side like that. Taking your time, inhaling, and then exhale back. Inhale up tall. Exhale back. There's 4. Ugh. Love that. A little stretch of that outer hip. Nice. 2 more. 1 more each direction. Nice. Now we're going to take our hips all the way around in a slow, slow circle. So imagine you have a hula hoop, right? And you're going to kind of scrape the edge of the hula hoop with your hips. Slower is better here, so you can give your hips sort of time to open up and transition. We're going to do 5 one direction, 5 the other direction. So head to the side, and then you're going to scrape that hula hoop, right? As big a circle as you can do while maintaining comfortability. There's 1. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Especially when we're learning something new or trying something new, like we just tend to hold our breath and we're making so much effort. So really try to counteract that. Relax, loosen up. It's okay. This doesn't have to be perfect. It's just mobility. It's supposed to just feel good. Now we're going to head the other direction. So you're going to send it back. Yeah. And to that end, if any of this doesn't feel good, you can modify it so it does, right? If you have things that you're working on or injuries you're recovering from, modify it. You can just change it up. Nice. There's 3. Taking your time. I'm somebody who often, I'm saying that to myself too, because I'm somebody that's like, gotta get it done, gotta get it done. And so I'm just gonna slow it down too. It's okay to take some time while you sort of tune into your body and move it around a little bit. For this next bit, we're gonna do some leg swings. So you're gonna need a chair or a wall. So feel free to get set up. I'm gonna grab my chair. We're gonna do a leg swing complex. So this is not a balance exercise, which is why a wall or a chair is great, right? Mostly it's meant to warm up this leg. So we're gonna start with a front leg swing. So you're gonna bring your leg forward, flexing your toe. And then as your leg comes back to meet your other knee, you're gonna bend at the knee and kick your butt, right? So from the side, it kind of looks like this. Great. We're going to do 10 of those on one leg. So kick, 1, 2. And you can let it swing, but make sure it's controlled, right? We don't want to let your whole body go, right? You want to stay nice and controlled, body upright, feeling a stretch in the hamstring, stretch in the quad. Now we're gonna do a lateral leg swing, but staying on that same leg. So for this one, your toes need to point forward. The tendency is gonna wanna turn out those toes and have a little ballet swing. Not today. So forward, you're gonna lift to the side of your hip heading up, and then cross almost like you're kicking a soccer ball. Out to the side and cross. Let's do 10 of those. You might be feeling it in the down leg, and that is okay. That's pretty normal because it's stabilizing while you do it. 8, 9, 10. Hopefully a lot like those arm circles, feeling a lot of heat and warmth in your hips, just sort of warming it up. We're gonna do standing hip circles. So not these kinds. We're gonna do this one where you're holding it and swinging it. Imagine drawing a little circle on the ground with your feet. So like a pendulum, you're gonna go 5 one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! I'm feeling it in that standing leg. We're gonna switch sides and we're gonna do it all again on the other side. So set up, turn around, change it up, and I'll be right here. We're gonna start with that front leg swing, and here we go. We're 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 5, 6, 7. Feels really good on this leg. I feel tight in that hammy. Now we're going to head to the lateral side. So toes forward, lift it up to the side, and across the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it. And it's okay if it doesn't look pretty, you know? There's 10. It's okay. We don't need to look pretty in your house. Just feel your body, tune in. We're gonna do our standing circles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Now I hope everything's feeling really warm and sort of opened up. Now we're gonna do a little bit of stretching. So you're gonna have a seat, grab that ankle, pulling it up across your body. Sit up nice and tall. And then I want you to think of pushing your sternum towards me, not curling over that foot. You're gonna lean forward like a clamshell. You're closing. And you should feel in the outer hip a nice stretch. If you're not feeling enough of a stretch, you can flex your toes towards your knee and actually even give them a push or a gentle press on that knee down towards the floor. Yeah, it'll really change the stretch. And just breathe. See if you can bring your breath down. Slowing down is okay. And then you're going to switch sides. You know, as you enter a new year, there's such a pressure to be like, I've had weeks off, I've had vacation, now I have to go, 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 go. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. You can just slow it down. So sitting up tall, leaning forward. Feel free to press that toe towards your knee. Press the knee away if you need. If not even that's enough, you can get a lower seat, or I like to imagine this hip sort of pulling it back. So as I reach forward with my sternum, think of pulling that hip to the back wall. And that just adds a little extra tension. Great. Now we're going to do a standing hip flexor stretch. You can check my modification for anything you need. If you want to do a kneeling hip flexor stretch, or you have a better way to stretch your hip flexor, you got it. But for this one, I want you to stand facing your chair or stool. You're going to put one leg on it, take that tailbone and you're gonna tuck it under. So you're gonna squeeze your glutes, pushing your hips forward. And then from here, I want you to roll that front knee over those toes, feeling a stretch down that leg right there. If you need more, you can take that back leg further back, so you're in kind of a deeper lunge here. You can also raise one hand up over, and then you're just gonna lean away from that hip, but keeping that slight tension on your glutes is gonna help stretch that hip flexor. And see if you can just exhale and relax into it. Stretching's like a real finagle a bagel situation. It's one of those places where like you kind of have to figure out what works for you and just do that. We all have the same parts, but they're not all put together in the same way. So sometimes you just have to modify, change things up. We're gonna switch legs. Take that tailbone, give it a tuck, press your hips forward, and then you're gonna roll. Relaxing into it. If you need more, you're gonna raise that hand up overhead and gently lean away. Sometimes people actually don't feel it in the lean away. They really like a reach across. So think of this shoulder, the shoulder of the leg being stretched, reaching across that front knee. And sometimes that helps stretch the hip flexor a little bit more and people start to feel it there. I feel it a lot in that lean away. So just figure out what works for you. Amazing. And that is the end of our mobility section. Thank you so much for being here. I love that you're here. Stick with it. You're worth it. And I'll see you tomorrow.